And right now, the local United Steelworkers Union and ExxonMobil are back at the bargaining table again today. The lockout, which started May 1st, is now nearing 9 months. And the union met with Exxon twice today. Union spokesperson Brian Gross says that the union made some changes to its latest proposals in the hopes of getting the oil giant to play ball.
12 News reporter James Grant spoke to Gross earlier today. He's live tonight with the latest.
Letitia, Jordan, Gross says these locked out union members have a lot of questions lately. They're wanting to get back to work. Almost 9 months into the lockout, they have a lot of questions and are wanting some direction as to what's next.
I'm not going to say we made a complete new proposal, but we told them if they would do these things, if they would make these amendments to their proposal, then we would talk about bringing it to a vote.
Gross says in the union's latest offer to Exxon, they made some small changes to existing proposals and hopes the company will do the same on their end. Gross tells 12 News Exxon has made some changes to the company's latest proposal, but Gross doesn't think they'll stick to their promises.
I would consider them empty promises. There's no commitment to those changes. There's nothing that says they have to stick with those changes. And I mean, even down the road, if the contract was agreed to, it's very, very vague.
Gross says the locked out workers' main concern remains safety and seniority. Gross says the union will most likely have to make a concessionary offer to the oil giant at some point, especially if they aren't willing to budge on their end.
We're going to leave it to the membership, just like we did last time. And they voted it down, and they voted the proposal down and said it wasn't worth it. So, you know, at some point we're going to get back to that and they'll get another opportunity.
Republican gubernatorial candidate Alan West made a stop through Beaumont earlier and also visited with locked out union members. He says it's important to get these people back to work soon.
We cannot shut down a critical oil and gas energy sector industry that we have here.
Gross says the local union spoke to Exxon reps over the phone this afternoon, but no progress was made as far as negotiations go. Live in Beaumont, James Grant, 12 News.
All right, James, and let's get a little more insight into that visit by Texas gubernatorial candidate Alan West. He hosted a town hall and also, as James said, met with the United Steelworkers. He also spoke to 12 News about the specifics of the ExxonMobil lockout. West says he would never allow unions to keep the area in a position where we would be losing our foothold as one of America's preeminent energy leaders.
I'm very sympathetic to people to make sure they have all the right benefits, but I am not sympathetic if they're going to hold our economic and our energy security at hostage.
West is the former Texas GOP chair, a past Florida congressman, and a retired U.S. Army lieutenant colonel. He's among those challenging Governor Greg Abbott in the March GOP primary.